Hey guys, it's Woody here, or Will. Welcome to another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video. Today I'm going to be discussing what happened in Season 3, Episode 12, titled The Inside Man. There's a really cool storyline in this episode. Lots of Gideon Malik stuff, lots of government type stuff. We got to see Talbot again, we got to see Absorbing Man, and it was pretty cool. So let's get right into it. So Coulson went as a fake identity along with General Talbot to go discuss Inhumans with other officials. And so basically they're trying to find a mole, an inside man that Gideon Malik might have there, which is what Coulson has told Talbot. And so they try to find the inside man. But it just so happens that Talbot is the inside man, which I'm so happy because my prediction that I made in my predictions video that Talbot would be the inside man came true. So I was like, whoa, that's surprising. So it turns out, though, that he's not actually bad. It's because he was the inside man because Gideon Malik had his son hook up to one of those little Inhuman storing chamber things, and Malik could kill him at any second, so Talbot had to do this to save his son. And I like how he stayed a good guy, and I love their teamwork. I love the part when Talbot had Coulson's hand when they were escaping. He was just like, okay, this is kind of creeping me out. Can I give you this back? But I really like that Talbot stayed a good character. I really wouldn't like his character if he was bad. He's one of those guys, he's kind of one of the jerks, and then he ends up being, you end up liking him more, but he wouldn't be the same if he was a villain. I mean, it just wouldn't make sense. His rough personality almost makes him have to be good. Like, you hate him, but you like him at the same time. So, anyway, that was a really cool storyline. It had some really awesome fight scenes with May and Bobby and Hunter and all that. There were also some static Quake scenes. Daisy and Lincoln, heart. And so now Gideon Malik is in negotiations with one of those officials from the little meeting, but that official does not know that Malik is Hydra. And Malik acted like he was good. He mentioned him being on the World Security Council. You can see him in the Avengers movie. In one scene, he's on one of the screens talking to Nick Fury. So that's pretty cool. And Malik wants to lead an army of Inhumans, I believe, along with Hive. And this might be really obvious. I just caught this, but that big black mark on Ward's chest and all that black mark stuff and the ribcage hanging down, I just noticed, is because of Coulson's hand crushing his ribcage and his ribcage falling down. That's really cool. It just shows kind of cool that the host that Hive takes is still in its condition from when it died. He or she died. So that changes later in the episode where he kills all these innocent Inhumans and basically just absorbs their bodies, except for their skeleton, just absorbs their skin and becomes whole as Ward again. And you can just see in the episode these two just standing there, just like, oh gosh, listening to their screams and everything. They're just like, oh goodness, what does he have in store for me? I hope nothing. But these are his most resourceful men, basically, so I think that's why he kind of made a follower out of them instead of just absorbing their bodies and stuff. So yeah, I think those are the two that the beginning of Hive and Malik's Inhuman army. Those two are, I think, going to be the start of this Inhuman army that Malik and Hive are going to have. And we also learned that Absorbing Man was brainwashed by Hydra when we last saw him in Season 2 when he killed Hunter's two friends, Idaho and Hartley, which was really interesting, and it just to hear how desperate Hunter was to not let him go because he witnessed the murders of both of his best friends. He was sitting right in between his best friends when he saw Creel murder them. So Talbot was saying, since he is his personal muscle, basically, that, you know, he didn't have a good start and everything, raised on the streets and all that, just never got a chance to be good because he got brainwashed right by Hydra and all that. That reminds me kind of John Garrett from season 1, aka the Clairvoyant, and Ward, young Ward. He's kind of like training him, except, of course, Garrett was bad, and that was a much bigger storyline. But those fight scenes with Absorbing Man were really cool, especially at the end when he came in, swooped down to save Coulson and Talbot. I really hope we see more of him. He has a lot of potential, and more of Talbot, hopefully. But what I really want to see is, at the end of the season, a Lash versus Hive fight. Secret Warriors and Lash versus Hive and his army of evil Inhumans. Like Lash and Hive butting heads, and then the Secret Warriors fighting that Inhuman army. I think that would be amazing. And so yeah, that's pretty much summing it up. Next week we have an episode titled Watch Dogs, and that is back from the comics, an evil group. I love how all these cast members that we haven't seen from season 1 and 2 are coming back to make appearances in episodes. Agent Blake from season 1, who was really badly injured last time we saw him, is returning in this episode, this coming episode, Watch Dogs, and that'll be really cool to see play out. So I will see you all next week. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my prediction video for episode 13. Bye, guys!